Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Mark Mo Show, Season 4, Episode 5, The Dirty Word. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And I'd like to introduce my co-host and producer, Aiden Maloney. What's going on, dude?
I'm doing all right. Still got a little bit of an on and off cough. I ate a whole bag of Sun Chips like an hour ago.
Oh, I can mash
the amount of sodium coursing through my veins, I'm pretty sure I'll die of heart disease early.
You'll be well preserved.
I'll be exactly. They don't even need to mummify me. It's like, no. Oh, he ate the Sun Chips. Just bury him.
Somebody will break into the coffin one day and be like, holy shit, it's a bag of Sun Chips.
Yeah. Holy 10 bags of Sun Chips.
Did you guys bury a bag of Sun Chips? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. But besides that, I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
Chillaxing.
I like it a lot. Aiden also runs his own YouTube gaming channel. It's called Aiden Spelled the Right Way. And he has new PC gaming content. Sometimes it's like test beta kind of stuff, which is fun. He's done GeoGuessr and Polybridge and Observation Duty, I think is the newest one. And he's got all kinds of stuff. So tell the fine folks out there what they can expect.
Yeah, I've been replaying Observation Duty 7 because I've heard 8 is coming out soon, and it's one of my favorite game franchises recently. As far as indie horror experiences go, it's right up there amongst the top 10. It is fantastic. So I'm replaying the 7th one because I was very bad at it, and it seems I remain bad at it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but hopefully it still makes for funny content and hopefully engaging for the lovely viewers. But it is a good time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We, as a matter of fact, if we're going to refer to yet another another channel, if it were, the Guys Being Dudes AK219, which was recreated, polished off, dusted off, and recreated as a collab channel for the two of us, so that we have some of the same kind of chaos and humor and all the things you guys enjoy here, but playing games together. So it's kind of fun. And we actually did an Observation Duty last time, and it was pretty good.
We got a killer dub.
We did get a killer dub.
I know spoilers, but we got a killer dub.
Like, I figure, like, just out of the gate, we got our asses handed to us. It's like, oh, there were too many things. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, like, what were we missing?
Dude, I was looking, too. And then the people don't get, like, because it's on a timer, and every hour, dung, dung, and like as soon as you hear that noise, you're like, oh, what to do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think of it as the clock telling me what time it is.
You're so locked in, and like just the cortisol and panic is building up inside of you, like hyper focusing, and then it's like 2 a.m. dung dung. It's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, and then it ends at 6. So when it was 5 a.m., I mean, I've got a little anxiety anyway. It was amped, dude. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. We've got 1 hour. We cannot blow this.
And it totally makes... I even brought that up in the episode I played on my channel recently of like, I've never been diagnosed with any attention deficit disorders or anything like that. But I swear to God, something about the Observation Duty games bring it out of me. And I just ramble. I'm like panicky. I can't focus. Like, holy shit, this game's all about focusing. That's probably why I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, it's something. But, check it out, guys. And by all means, what's really fun about this, not only that you watch and have fun and laugh at our failure and then maybe at a couple of our jokes occasionally, but that, we're featuring these games. So, obviously, we want you to play them and then engage and all that kind of fun stuff.
Support small creators.
No doubt. So, please do that. And if you enjoy all that content, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And by the way, if you like alt rock and Irish punk music, tune in to my radio show. It's called After Hours. It is Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Catch a stream at wvlp.org, or you can find a TuneIn app on your handheld device. You could probably listen on Alexa as well. Just don't yell at her. I will not be able to help you if you do that.
Right. Jeff Bezos' private army may or may not show up at your doorstep.
Yeah.
I've heard. That's the story.
That's what I've heard. They call themselves ACE, they're not ICE. They can't use that. So they just picked another
copyright.
law.
Amazon customs and enforcement.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And they're equally as shitty.
That is what I've heard.
Allegedly. It's what people allege.
Will throw your baby in jail. So
they'll take your Alexa Echo and they'll chuck it at you like it's a weapon.
Exactly. It's ow. That's what you get, and then they leave. So at any rate, yeah.
Message received.
Ask her nicely, and then maybe she will play that for you. At any rate, we have a lot of fun on that show as well, and play a lot of good music. As a matter of fact, I played this new song for Aiden just before we went on air. It's a song called Tanzide by Electric Callboy, and I would play some for you now, but there's a little thing called copyright strike. We do not want that.
Can't play that.
Can't do it.
Can't get content matched.
But it's a... depending on what generation you belong to, it is either a banger or it is a bop.
Or a jam.
Or a jam.
Yeah.
Okay, got a few we can use.
A few. They're kind of interchangeable, but I feel like they lean genre-wise, you know? I feel like bop, because it rhymes with pop, is almost more poppy. Whereas banger could be like metal or hip-hop, you know?
Sure, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And a jam, maybe that's your like R&B, maybe your jazz.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's just speculation. That's just how I feel.
That's what we've heard.
That's what I've heard. It's what people tell me.
Aiden went down the Reddit hole. Reddit hole. The Reddit hole is
it's a tongue twister.
It is a tongue twister.
And you know any sentence is going to be crazy when it starts with, you know they say.
You know they say. I know.
I've been told.
And when you hear that, like, people are like, oh shit, I got to strap in.
Yeah.
This is going to take a minute.
It's going to get nuts.
Oh yeah, for sure. But at any rate, check out all our good shows. We have fun doing it. This past Tuesday, there were several elections that were being held across the United States, and in a very loud voice, a significant majority of the American people decided that, well, they had enough. And so Mississippi and Texas and Virginia flipped a lot of seats from red to blue. In California, they passed this thing called Prop 50. By a significant margin, which basically going to allow the state to redistrict and add several Democratic seats to Congress. Basically all of them.
Right.
And that is just in response to what Texas was doing, quote-unquote, illegally, maybe, kind of, sort of.
That's what they say.
They're supposed to do this shit every 10 years at the census, but, because a certain person's sweating a little bit about the elections in 26 and 28, he... decided to try to rig the game, and there are a few brave folks on the other side going, oh, okay, we can
so this is on the table now.
We can play,
right?
And there are a handful that know how to play the game. So it's interesting, and I'm glad they're playing that game, because otherwise we'd all be in a really shitty situation. Yeah. But the most significant victory was the mayor's race in New York City. Cuomo was an establishment Democrat who got his ass handed to him in the primaries, and he came back as a quote-unquote independent or whatever. And then, of course, who do you get support from? Trump and Musk.
Interesting how that works.
It's
almost like it's one big club, and we're not in it.
We're not in it. We're not in the club, and I guarantee you 99.9% of you listening right now, you're not in it either.
No.
Cuomo, got his ass kicked, along with the Republican who I don't even remember.
All I knew is he wore a beret and looked funny.
Looked like a goof.
Yeah, looked like a goober.
Looked like a goof. I'm like, oh my God, if that was my mayor, I definitely would leave. I'd be like, nah. That dude's cosplaying every day. Right. I'm like, I don't think I can do that. But at any rate, Cuomo never declared like, oh, I'm MAGA or whatever. But he was certainly owned by them, and he got money from them. So he was all about it.
And he also had, maybe a dozen sexual assault?
It's probably why they're
claims against
friends.
him. It's probably why they get along so well.
It's probably why they get along so well. All of him and the other pedophile oligarchs. But at any rate, Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani ran against Cuomo and Beret Boy.
Beret Boy.
Beret Boy. Hi, I'm G.I. Joe.
New York's worst superhero.
Wah, wah.
It's me, Beret Boy. Elect me as mayor, please.
And then all the people are like, oh.
Like, it's kind of cute, but I can't do it.
I can't do it. It's just like, well, I'm better than Squirrel Girl. And Squirrel Girl's like,
where's not?
Exactly.
It's like, oh, fuck, it's an actual squirrel.
It's an actual squirrel. But Mamdani was supported by Bernie and AOC and even Barack Obama threw his hat in the ring there. And he didn't have the same money or power backing him, but he had the message that resonated with the people. And the people were like, yeah, we're done with all this other shit. And it's a historic shift in American politics. And we are witnessing the death, albeit too slow of a death for me, but death of the Republican Party and a shift of the Democratic Party to the left.
Finally.
After,
3 decades of leaning right?
That's the thing. The left loves the green stuff as much as the red guys
right,
do.
They're all bought and paid for.
They're all bought and paid for. It's bullshit. But Mamdani, he won a tremendous victory and gives the average New Yorker a sense of hope that, like, hey, costs will come down and maybe healthcare will be available, and maybe
rent
if I
freeze.
need to,
yeah.
Right, the rent freeze, maybe I can actually live somewhere near the city that I work in.
Right.
Oh, wow, amazing, right? However, the corporate media started to spin this whole socialist thing. Ooh, spooky word.
Oh, no.
Spooky. And even communist with some of them. To them, they just need a class on politics, but whatever.
Yeah, they never passed civics.
No, they clearly never did. They don't know the difference. So anyway, socialism, dirty word. And the MAGA minds are all hoping this will scare the shit out of Americans. The only shot the Republicans have in 2026 is to peg Democrats as these radical socialist, leftist, commie bastards. And it scares Americans, more specifically the uneducated white man, Christians, union workers, and, of course, the richest 1%. But
who want to control said subsections of human beings.
Yes, correct. But the real question is, are socialists and American Democratic Socialists the same thing? No. No, they're not. American Democratic Socialists and socialists are not necessarily the same thing, though the terms are often used interchangeably in U.S. colloquial use, which can lead to confusion. The key distinctions lie in their approaches to governance, economic systems, and methods used to achieve their goals. So for Democratic Socialists, like approach to governance, so Democratic Socialists are committed to a democratic political system with civil liberties and free elections, shocking,
whoa,
and aim to use that system to enact change. They reject authoritarian regimes. Okay, that's great. Often associated with the historical implementation of quote-unquote socialism, for example, the Soviet Union. Economic system, they generally advocate for a mixed economy that includes both private enterprise and public ownership of certain key industries, such as energy and transportation. Oh, another shocker. Boy, what a deal breaker.
Terrifying.
It's just terrifying. It just makes me shudder. Their immediate policy goals within the existing U.S. system often align with social democratic policies such as Medicare for all. Wow, what a concept. Tuition-free college and strong labor protections, which is why union guys just piss me off to no end. It's like these guys are trying to fight for them, and it's just like, but Mexicans vote red, and they're just idiots.
Right.
So if you're a union guy and you do that, you're an ass. Wake up. It chaps my hide of all the people that vote the other way and why they do it. Stop being an asshole.
I have firsthand experience with that, being a union worker, surrounded by union workers, and I try not to talk politics with them because I know which way they all lean.
Oh, sure.
But anytime we get on the subject, we talk about the economy and wages, they all get it. They all get it. They're like, yeah, the American working class is being abused and exploited, and none of us are really paid enough, especially with rising costs of living. And I'm like, oh, so you get it. Then why the fuck are you voting for the dude that's destroying the small hint, the remainder of power that the workers hold? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Part of Project 2025, which is supported by the Red Hats, is the elimination of unions.
Right.
They don't want unions. They want nothing to do with unions. Trump's been a union buster since the 80s. And they keep voting for... I mean, the stupidity is shocking. It really is shocking. And there's a lot of union leadership that will toe the line, that will preach the right things. Yet the union guys all go, but Mexicans, and then they vote the other way. I'm like, you guys are so stupid.
And it starts with indoctrination, essentially, because whether you grew up with your parents watching Fox News, or you're in this really fucked up timeline we're in now where, what is it, Prager is in, like, children's schools.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Yes. Yeah.
You're literally this is like CIA shit. You're brainwashing children.
Yes. Yep. That's the goal. Start young. And then by the time they're in their teens, you have an army.
Right.
Is basically what you have. But anyway, any rate, tuition-free college, strong labor protections, which implemented through reforms rather than immediate end to capitalism, right? So that's the idea. Long-term goals. While some are content with a robust welfare state, a social democracy, the Social Democratic Socialists of America, DSA, the largest socialist organization in the United States, explicitly states that its long-term goal is to transition beyond capitalism to a system where the means of production are socially and collectively owned and managed by the working class. The Green Bay Packers, perfect example. The transition is envisioned as a democratic process, not a violent revolution.
Right.
How is any of this scary or spooky? I don't get it. But now let's look at socialists in general, the classic or traditional version, right? So they approach the governance, traditional classic socialism as an ideology, advocates for the complete abolition of private ownership of the means of production, distribution, exchange with the state or the workers collectively controlling the economy. Historically, some forms of socialism have been associated with centralized one-party or authoritarian states, which is what we're trying to avoid. Though philosophical socialism itself emphasizes democracy and popular control.
Right.
Economic system. Classical socialism typically involves a planned economy where the government makes key economic decisions to eradicate private ownership and achieve a classless society. And then the methods, traditional socialism may be more inclined towards revolutionary change to overthrow an existing capitalist order rather than working within it through gradual reforms. So, in summary, the term socialist can refer to a broad spectrum of ideologies, some of which are anti-democratic or revolutionary. Democratic socialists, particularly in the modern American context, as represented by figures like Bernie Sanders and AOC, emphasizes achieving socialist goals through the democratic process and primarily focuses on implementing a strong social safety net and increased government regulation of the economy within a democratic framework. So, in conclusion, don't listen to the mainstream media, don't fall for the right scare tactics. Democratic socialism is not a dirty word. It's not spooky language for people struggling to make it, unable to buy insurance, a car, a home, or those in this disappearing middle class. In my mind, you have one choice. You've got one choice here.
Right.
In 2026 and 2028 are going to shape the next century. I'm not fucking around here. It is going to shape the next century. Whether this is going to be some sort of dictatorship where people have zero power and there is just this president that can kind of do whatever the hell he wants, like a king. No king, see how that happened?
Right.
So that's it. 26 and 28, it takes me back to Marvel. It's the end game, right?
Right.
I mean, that's either the American people are going to do the right thing or they're not. And if they don't, then they're going to sit there and their kids are going to sit there wondering for decades, or grandkids, like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with this country? Well, your parents effed up and the boomers effed up and this is where we're at.
Right.
And we need to be done with it.
Yeah, and it's you mentioned earlier on ignoring mainstream news media. I think that's highly important because CNN, Fox News, NBC, CNBC, they're all owned by billionaire oligarchs.
Yes, correct.
They all are. And their best interest is to keep capitalist-friendly, bought and paid for politicians in power.
Yes.
So the news you're being fed from those stations is what they want you to hear. to keep you docile or make you think everything's going to be A-okay, don't even worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not that, like, literally it would have taken take a half hour. That's my request to all you lovely listeners who are doubtful of the information we've presented thus far. Take 30 minutes of your day, after the show, of course, funny bits coming up, but take 30 minutes. And I know do your own research is a dangerous thing to say because some people don't know where to look.
Right, and you can go down the wrong Reddit rabbit hole.
Right. You need to find peer-reviewed studies. You need to find scientific papers. Wikipedia is a great place to go for this type of information because every source is cited.
Yes.
Look up what socialism is.
Right.
Look up what a commune is. You will be amazed at how fucking logical it all is.
Yeah, and I will suggest this. There's this place, it has a lot of books. It's called a library. And you can go to the library and you can get academic books on the subject. Don't be like, oh, here's something that Hannity wrote. Well, now you're at the library and you're still an idiot.
Right.
Don't fall for that. And I just bring up Hannity. It could be someone on the left too. Pick up an academic book. Read the definitions. Read some of the shit that I just talked about. And figure it out for yourself. Because they're not trying to do this thing that's going to be all spooky and be like, oh no, and now we don't have a democratic society. Well, we really don't have one right now.
Right.
And I would rather us go down this path with AOC and Bernie and Mamdani and some of the others being a leader on this because we need it. We need it now more than ever. And Canada and the UK and so many other countries, they're doing it, and they've been doing it successfully. So I don't understand what's so scary or spooky about it. I think of my Canadian friends, and I'm like, they enjoy the same freedoms we do, if not more, and they can go to the doctor, and they just show up and they sign in, and they're not handing a massive check or cash over.
Or having to declare bankruptcy.
And they own a home, and they own a car, and they take vacations. And so just stop it. Whatever's leaching into your brain from mass media and other places, just stop, because it's not that. It's not that. And if we live in a world where maybe the billionaires just have a few billion less, and maybe the people that live on tents in the street that work at 7-Eleven and McDonald's now can afford some sort of apartment or small home, that's a fucking win, man.
Right.
You're making them part of the consumer class. So why wouldn't the billionaires like that anyway? I don't get it. I don't get it.
No. And while you're at the library or you're taking your 30 minutes of research, look up books or articles that reference and talk about techno-feudalism and techno-fascism. Because if you're one of the types, oh, I get my news from Facebook, it's not the same. Oh, I get my news from Reddit. Well, guess what? You know who owns them? Billionaires.
Billionaires, right.
The same people that own the mainstream media.
Yep.
Go read books. Go look at cited scientific papers. Please.
Yes. Yeah, please do that. Please do that, because that's how you learn, okay? And I know the information's probably going to be dry. It's not going to be sexy. It's not going to be condensed into a couple of news reports for your pleasure. It's going to be kind of dry. And maybe there's some books on tape. Maybe whatever work you have, you drive around or whatever. I'm sure there's things even on tape or CD or whatever that you can get and throw in your car and listen to some stuff too. But point of fact is, just do a little bit of the work, before just be like, oh, well, Fox and Friends. Well, if Fox and Friends is a source for you, then the stuff in between your ears, that's not brain tissue. It's called cheese whiz.
It's goop.
It's goop.
It's goop, brother.
You've allowed them to melt your brain. And even if you're one of those people who be like, oh, I'm not real bright. You got a brain, dude. You blink your eyes. You can swallow. You can eat food. You know when to poop.
Right.
Your brain works, all right? So just take your time and do the reading and do the understanding. And then when your goofy Fox and Friends come over and they're like, oh, did you hear blah, blah, blah? Then you can throw some knowledge right at them and they're not going to know what to do.
Right.
They're going to be like, what? Where did you get that? Oh, from a peer-reviewed study, actually, from Harvard in 2021.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They're going to be like, oh, this guy's smart.
Right. Well, that's not what Jesse McWaters told me.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about the Eagles.
Right.
Great. Yeah, it'll devolve into that. Trust me.
Oh, it always does.
Yeah, yeah. And there are so many times too that, and I used to get in more discussions than I do today, because now when I hear certain things, and I do not at all mean to be smug when I say this, I'll just know they're not qualified to debate me. And I'm not being an ass when I say it. I'm being completely honest. I love intelligent discourse. I love meeting smart people out in the wild, even if they're on the right. And we know people on the right, they're not on the far right. And I can have like Bill Koch, who I used to do a sports show with. Great dude. He's on the right, but he's not a red hat wearing right. And I've had discussions on law and things like that with him. I can do that because, number one, I know he's not a crazy red hat. Number two, he's a very smart guy. So I can have conversations. Aiden's got friends like that. Then he can have these conversations with. But that's rare. You're going to find more people that just have had this information leach into their brain from mass media.
Right.
So you're not always going to find that. But there's just a lot of times where I'll be out there and I'll just make that decision not to engage people anymore.
Right.
Because no matter what you tell them, they're brainwashed. So you're not going to change your mind.
Right. Facts are beyond the comprehension of someone who has been indoctrinated and brainwashed.
Correct.
By these organizations, because they've been fed this bullshit for how many years? Maybe decades?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You start bringing out peer-reviewed studies, oh, that's big science. That's not real.
Trust me, this shit started with
It didn't come from Newsmax, I don't want to hear it.
It started with Karl Rove, with George W., back in the early 2K. So what is that, 20 plus years ago?
Right.
That all of this has been starting. And they've done nothing but amp it up. They've just continued to amp it up along the way. And I don't think John McCain is a red hat by any stretch of the imagination, but he put one on his ticket.
Yep.
Crazy hockey mom from Alaska. And that was another sign like, oh, God, I hope that's not what's coming. And guess what? It was what was coming.
Yep.
And we should have seen it. We shouldn't have been like, oh, that's an anomaly, and a bunch of guys must have just talked McCain into it, and that's what happened. And I think there's probably some truth to that. McCain was getting a little bit up there in age and probably just relied on his people. Right. And they're like, oh, well, there's a lot of crazies out there. We gotta appeal to them. Yeah. And sure as shit, that's what they did. But yeah, I mean, now we're here, dude. We're here. Yep. And we just need to make the right decision, 26 and 28, and get it right. And then maybe it is my hope at that point, after this, I can't even call it blue wave. I think it's going to be a frickin' tsunami. After all that happens, it is my hope that some people, I don't know, like led by Liz Cheney or Adam Kinzinger or maybe some others that have kind of taken a step back and out to be like, okay, we gotta redo the party. We gotta redo the party. And as conservatism goes, at least the old version, like the Eisenhower-Reagan version, there were some policies, procedures, things they did that were not terrible. They did some terrible things, but ultimately, like the whole idea about conservatism, at least 1960s, 70s, 80s version of it, wasn't terrible. It was opposite of a lot of the stuff the left did. But you know what they did back then? Because they weren't that far apart? These worked together. Be like, ah, shit, okay, I'm not going to get that, but I'll support that if you support this. Cool. And then at least America was always able to move the football down the field, even if you didn't always get what you wanted. But now we're in a spot where it's like, okay, this is just not going to happen anymore. Right. It's just, we can't work with that side. So what do? You listen to Bernie finally. Yeah. Here's what you do. Now we're going to listen to him.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just not a decade too late. Because I've been preaching it for 10 plus years.
It might be. But we're gonna find out. Yep. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out that there are enough people of goodwill out there, people that are being damaged by all the shit that's going on. It's amazing to me. Farmers by like an 8 to I can't even say 8 to 10 because that would be 4 to 5. I hated fractions. But it'd be like 4 to 5 or 9 to 10 in support of Trump. And what jerks they must feel like, knowing that all these policies and tariffs and everything else have effed them beyond belief. And here's the thing. It's like, oh, here's all these tariffs. Oh, these trillions are coming out. Well, yeah, where are they going? Are they in your pocket? I haven't seen any trillions. There's no accountability. Nobody's going to report anything.
They're building a fancy ballroom
They're
for all the
building
great
a fancy
Gatsby
ballroom
parties.
that's almost as... Oh, God, don't even get me started there. But the point being is that... before Gatsby, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought for a hot second.
Where all the trillions are going, the farmers, the tariffs.
The farmers. So you had the farmers that supported Trump, and now they're just sitting there and they're either filing bankruptcy or they're trying to go to the government for money. I'm like, well, that money just went to freaking Argentina, $40 billion of it. You know, and he's trying to be like, oh, we're going to get their beef. Okay,
right.
Texas, how do you feel about that?
Right, exactly. All to support a far-right libertarian whose economy failed. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, because he's used to failure. Look at all the businesses of his that went bankrupt. But I digress. The point being is there's so many people that have supported him that really have to take a hard look and say, holy shit, I gave this guy my vote, maybe not once, maybe twice, and here we are. And do you know there are more registered Republicans on SNAP programs than registered Democrats?
Right.
It was just the other day.
By a fair margin.
By a fair margin. So... I'm sorry, but you just went and voted. We went to the Supreme Court stomping your feet. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then the Supreme Court's like, okay, yeah, F it. You don't have to give the SNAP funds.
Right.
So now you're telling Republican families living in double wides or little small ranches down the highway down there in Alabama, and they're sitting there and they're going hungry.
Right.
Because you don't want to help them. And what about all these families? There's just as many on Obamacare than Democrats, once again.
Right.
And now what are you telling them? If their premiums haven't gone up, they've lost it.
Right.
All the Medicaid programs, gone. So what are they going to do? Hey, little Bobby, he got sick. I don't know where to go. Well, guess what? Little Bobby, you can just bury him.
Yeah.
You can just bury him because, you've got nowhere to go.
Right.
Because the guy you voted for does not give two shits about you.
Nope.
He gives two shits about his other rich people that are going to give him money, but that's it.
Yeah.
And everybody was too stupid and brainwashed. All this faux hatred of Hispanics coming over the border and they're rapists and they're eating your cats and dogs. I mean, people really believe this shit.
Right.
I cannot believe it.
No, it's fucking crazy. But to be fair, think about how weird Kamala laughed that one time. Am I right?
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah,
She could never be president. Think about the laugh.
Kamala had a laugh, which apparently for some people was too much.
Who was the one guy? Oh my god. Back in the 2000s that had the scream, the Dean scream. Yeah. It's like
Harry Dean.
And we're going to DC. Yeah.
Oh god, he had a crazy laugh.
I'm like, but it's the same shit. You're picking something so asinine to bury someone with. The Dean scream. Dean seemed like a chill dude. He seemed fine.
He seemed fine.
He seemed excited to get into fucking DC.
He was always excited and intense about stuff, right? Didn't matter. He's like, oh my god, this guy, do you hear him?
Yeah.
Always something that they would grasp, It's like, oh, there's Sleepy Joe.
Right.
Well, I got a news for you people that were all like, haha, Sleepy Joe. Grandpa Twump just had a widow nap in front of the whole world.
Right.
I mean, that dude crashed the fuck out.
After side-eyeing someone who had passed out in the office.
Passed out because, number one, it's probably hot as hell. Number two, he's shitting in his drawers all the time. So it's probably like, wow, this place smells like shit. And he probably passed out.
Yep.
And then Trump looked over there for like a hot second and then went, I better just stare at the cameras. And they're like, cool, click, click. You look like an idiot.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. Like Hillary tripped going into a fucking limo one time. Like, oh my god, is she okay? She okay? Oh my god.
What about her health?
She must have a stroke. Yeah, well, half of her face isn't fucking drooping down like a Salvador Dali painting.
Yeah.
But the guy we got in there now is. It's crazy.
Every accusation is a confession with these fucks.
Yes. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's almost like I long for the days of GW when he used to do just little stupid shit. Iraqis throwing their shoes at him and shit. This is like, that was the worst it ever got.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again. It's like, thank you, George W.
I mean, that was the thing. It's like, look, a lot of his policies are bad, and 07, 08 was a shit show beyond belief. But ultimately, I don't think he was evil. I don't think he wanted to be a dictator. I think
he
most times he tried to do the right thing.
I think he had evil people around him.
I think he had evil. That's the fair point. I think he had evil people around him. But like, you looked at GW just as an average person, and be like, oh, I would fucking have beers and a barbecue with that guy in a heartbeat.
Right.
That dude looks like a trip. And you look at the guy today, and it's just like, if he came up to you, would you shake his hand? I'd be like, fuck no.
Right. Would you bring your child around this man?
No.
No.
No way.
No, not at all.
Nope. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. You want a dirty word? Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
There's your dirty word. All right. Well, we calm down and we breathe and we get some funny bits. Although some of those were pretty funny bits.
You know what's kind of crazy? People could listen to this podcast on their way to the library.
That's very true. You can listen to this on your way to the library, going, well, I'm going to look.
Surely they must be wrong.
They must be wrong.
There's got to be books talking about this.
I'm gonna get this book here, and I'm gonna. Holy shit, they're right. So that's fine.
That's the hope. Is maybe read a book.
Yes, Aiden is my son, and often biased about my children, but I know he's an incredibly smart individual that reads a lot. And I already know that I'm somewhat bright. I went to a very, very good university in the city of Chicago, and history and politics and all that kind of good stuff. So I kind of know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Especially as it pertains to political ideologies and history and things that have worked in history and things that haven't. And hey, we're supposed to learn from the shit that we haven't. No. Americans are often the little kid in the kitchen when it comes to history, because we touch the hot stove. Ow! And then Daddy Bush or Daddy Obama be like, no, see, you don't touch the hot stove. Oh. And then 20 minutes later we go, we don't learn. We should learn from history.
It's not we as in we. It's we as in people who wear red hats on their head.
Largely, yes.
And before they wore the red hats on their head, they just showed their racism and stupidity in other unique ways.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Once again, read a book. A lot of that there.
An image speaks 1,000 words. You can Google search the riots that happened in the 60s when Black Americans were allowed to go to school with white Americans. Mm-hmm. People fucking rioted.
Yep, they had to fight their way through the door for an education.
And most of those people, some of those people are still alive today and still voting. Voting.
That's the biggest problem, is that there's a lot of them, 60s, 70s, 80s, which is why I mention boomers on occasion.
Yeah.
Does that mean every single boomer is a bad person? No, Bernie's a boomer. I love Bernie. But largely, there are many of them that lived through that time and were partially responsible and or supported or believed in a lot of that bullshit. And so what did they do? They had kids. Those kids were Gen Xers. Now, as a Gen Xer, we largely said F it to everything, and we've largely kept out of the fray. You'll find when it comes to Congress and the Senate, the number of Gen Xers in both, very limited.
Yeah.
Very limited, because as a generation, and I often just kind of just put a broad stamp on some of these comments, but largely us Gen Xers kind of go, nah, fuck that shit. And we just bounce and we're out of it, and we are specialists at things like the Irish goodbye, and we just we're not part of it. We're like, you guys have effed it up, and we had some ideas and you poo-pooed them, so we're just cool, man. We're just going to sit over here and F it. And so now the millennials and the Gen Zers are left with a pile of dog shit to try to fix.
Right.
And hopefully you guys will.
Hopefully.
I'm hoping. Because I'm going to get old, and I'm going to need health care, and I'm going to need other... So, Mom Downey, if you got bros and sisters that get them in, man.
Yeah.
Get them in and involved. And once again, that's something I've shared too, and I think it's fair, is that if you are involved, if you volunteer for certain things, you believe in certain things, you stand on a corner with the No Kings or whatever you do, get involved. You put yourself on a ballot. What's the worst thing that can happen? You lose? Okay. But you can try.
Right.
here in Valparaiso, we had our city government flip, and as far as the council, but there's a guy that's going to run for mayor this time out who I think's got a real shot, and then another guy who's going to unseat an Indiana representative who's just long been there and just been a bad seed.
Yeah.
Been a bad dude. And I think he's going to replace him. So, once again, you just got to try. You got to try, and if you have the right messaging and you believe in it, and you just, there's some people that aren't going to buy what you're selling. But you know what? If you're honest and you're genuine, you're like, look, this is the way forward, you might just get a few of them, and that might be all you need.
Yep.
That's
Damn right.
it. So, hang in there, and we're going to take a break. Carpe Diem coming up. All right, we are back, everybody, and it is time for Carpe Diem. You fine, beautiful people, send us your DMs, and we read them on the air. And if it's a form of a question, we'll answer them. Well, I mean, we could answer them.
We have the capabilities to do so.
We definitely have the capability to answer them. And, I mean, hey, look, we could get 10, 20, 30, and then we'll have to make some decisions.
Oh, no.
But I'll be honest, there's a lot of times, oh, man, I have this really great question. How can I get the guys at the Mark Mo Show to answer my question? And then I have two hands, right? And then in my left hand, well, there's nothing there.
Oh, no.
But then I look at my right hand, and there's a hundo in there.
No way.
And I go, whoa, wow. The next question on the Mark Mo Show.
Yeah.
So you see how that works. Now that's the mentality of the douchebag 1% that we were just talking about.
We just talked about that too, yeah.
We just talked about that. So yes,
Full circle.
I've left the Democratic Socialist. I'm now one of the D-bags. And
just for this segment.
Just for this segment, though. Only for the segment. And, we'll take your credit card number. Store it properly, of course.
Right. Well, you just send us your credit card.
Yeah.
You can keep a photocopy of it for your records.
Yeah. But we'll keep it safe for you.
Keep it safe, for sure.
Keep it safe, along with your Social Security card.
The card itself, of course.
The card itself.
Maybe the title to your car.
Be a good idea.
And the key and the vehicle.
Do a quick claim deed on your house and just write over to us.
Write it over.
We'll let you live there. But just over to us will be great. And then we'll store your mom's.
Just on the side. That's
a side gig.
Yeah,
it's a side gig.
Yeah.
We do mother storage.
Professional work.
It is professional. It's most definitely professional. But at any rate, so here we go. I've got, what do I got today? Looks like I got 4 of them here. At Blue Who. Hello, Mark Mo Show. I'm from New York, and I'm so happy about Tuesday night. I actually cried. I feel like there is a glimmer of hope to fix what is broken. Do you think the Democratic Party can retake the House and Senate? Well, I think we kind of sort of already talked about it a little bit.
This is true, Mr. Blue's Clues.
I think so.
The Blues Clues
mail time. I think so.
It's looking good. I would keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the feds perhaps interfering with New York at all in the
they're gonna try.
in the coming months, because they're going to try. Keep an eye on any weird bomb threats at voting centers.
They did that in New Jersey.
They did that in Jersey. Keep an eye out for any weird personnel at or around voting centers. Just document it all. And hopefully it will be a fair and free election cycle in 2026. That can at least be the hope.
That's what we want. And I'll tell you, if you get a lot of those ICE guys and they start deploying them to a lot of election sites, feel free to stand there. Yeah, you can stand there. You cannot promote specific parties or candidates.
Correct.
You can stand there. Like if I wanted to stand there with, I don't know, my blue jeans and steel-toed boots and gloves and a baseball bat, just I'm going to a softball game.
Yeah, I'm allowed to be here.
But I'm just going to stand here for a while.
Know your First and Second and Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights.
All of that. All of it. And just make sure nobody tries to prevent you from voting.
Right.
Oh, by the way, somewhat separate. Apparently in Chicago, and this has been happening the last few days, because we're in Valparaiso, Indiana, which is basically like we're in Chicago land. is what it is.
Yeah.
And so, in the city, ICE has been screwing with a lot of people.
Right.
And apparently, lately, they've been just standing on sidewalks asking people for their information, for their ID, just walking on a sidewalk. That's Gestapo shit. That's like, let us see your papers.
Right.
No. You may not. That was more like a KGB guy, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's my accent slipped into a Russian automatically. I must have had Putin on the brain, like Trump. So anyway, that's like, no.
You're not legally required to do that.
You don't have to provide your ID to these guys at all. At all. I don't care who you are. They get in your way, they ask you that, just sidestep them, be like, excuse me, sir, I'm going to walk right by. And just walk right by them. They're not allowed to do that. That is some crazy shit.
Right.
So just say no. Know your rights, as Aiden said. All right, on to Three Finger Louie. Ooh, sorry about that, Louie.
Oh, no.
I am a musician in a few bands. What do you guys think are some of the biggest issues facing local bands today?
Immediate number one problem: artificial intelligence. AI and AI companies are looking to commodify and destroy art as we know it.
True.
It's kind of fucked up, really, that these companies are not only scraping the internet for anything any human being has ever posted, which essentially means stealing your art.
Yes.
Without any type of repayment for using it. They are taking your art to feed data to their AI to replace artists. That, over the next 5 to 10 years, is going to be a massive problem. I'm calling it right now. Massive problem. So I think that's going to be troubling, and it's terrifying.
Yes.
As someone that makes YouTube videos, as people that make podcasts,
oh, for sure,
as someone that makes music, it's horrifying to think of. So I think that's the first thing that comes to mind, is something that really makes me terrified of this techno-fascist bullshit that just kind of seems to always be around the corner.
Right, exactly. It really is. No, that was really good. Yeah, I agree with everything you say.
That's a little more big picture.
For sure. No, but that's dead on. I think for a lot of local bands, the thing that is the problem, because there's a lot of bands that make really good music. The problem is if these bands, and I know one artist, he's a rapper. It's our boy Jacob. And I look at a lot of people that are very talented artists, but unless they kind of, this is like an old school term, quote unquote, catch a break.
Right.
Unless they catch a break somewhere, you have to have a certain amount of money behind you, and you have to have someone that's dedicated to your social media.
Right.
Not just like any band is like, oh, we'll just throw shit up there, whatever. That's fine. But if you have talent and you're like, hey, I think we maybe can take a next step here. We're really good. We even have some original stuff. You have to be able to get someone that social media is their profession, social media and marketing, and get someone to get you to that next step. It's super, super important, whether it's the utilization of Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all of it together. You have to get someone that's dedicated to doing that, and that takes money too.
Right.
So it's I think largely it's money, and it's the ability to promote. I think those two things are super important.
And having the determination and perseverance to keep going when you post a video or song or play a local show and it just doesn't pop off like you thought it would.
Yeah.
Just to have the determination to be like, whatever, just keep going. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be nights you show up at that bar, and for whatever reason, there's 8 people sitting in front of you. Well, play for those 8 people like you would play for 800 people.
Right.
You got to play the same way and give them the great experience, because you know what? Even if it's 8 people, but 6 of those 8 people are like, oh my God, this band was freaking awesome. They knew so many of my favorites, and some of the original stuff was fire. And that's it. You can post
They
your
all
own...
tell a friend.
Right, exactly. Now you're going to have more people show up for that next show when you come back. So it's really engagement.
Right.
Is important. Yeah, I think that's probably some of the biggest issues facing them for sure. Dub Beach Bum 3049. Love your show. I've heard you guys talk about this island, and I've actually been to Curacao.
Oh, I love Curacao.
The people are amazing, and the beaches are beautiful. Do you have some favorite beaches?
Oh, good question. First of all, a little envious. Congratulations on your Curacao adventures.
Wish we could go.
Wish we could go. Wish they would send us a bottle of the good stuff.
Yes.
I am not a big beach guy.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy beaches. I get it. I totally understand how tranquil it can be hearing the waves and watching the sunset. And that's kind of it for me. Like, sand in between my toes makes me feel all crunchy and weird. And especially midday, bro, 15 minutes I'm sunburnt.
Your toes?
It doesn't matter how much SPF I slather on my pasty-ass skin. I'm red as a lobster. The only time I enjoy beach is sunset.
Yeah.
So, we're talking sunset at the beach. It could be damn near any beach.
Oh, sure.
Unfortunately, our beaches are kind of destroyed from all of the industry that just pollutes the fuck out of everything. But yeah, any beach after sunset or during sunset could be the beach for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would agree. I would, since I'm very much the traveler, used to be. I got to do some shit before I can travel again. But
Blues traveler.
I should. Or I'm just going to quit life and just walk around and travel anyway. Who gives a shit? But that's an episode for a different day.
Yeah.
At any rate, I would say we actually have a really great beach here. It's called the Indiana Dunes. It's actually a national park. And that's kind of a neat little beach system right there. The only problem is don't go in it too far. Don't submerge your head, because just down the way a bit there are some factories and steel mills and stuff like that. And when I went there, I either got an eye ache or an earache. So, hey, strolling up to your knees or something, I'm sure you'll be fine. Unless you got an open wound, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
But the water's a little bit sus. At any rate, it's a beautiful beach. And there's actually this rooftop bar that's cool to go to.
Super gorgeous.
With a great view, and you can go to the bar and get a beer. I would highly recommend not eating there, because you'll probably wait until dinner the next day to get it.
Yeah.
So I would just buyer beware there for sure. But at any rate, it's a very cool spot, and you should check that out if you're venturing on that beach. I'm also a big fan of the beaches on the other side of Lake Michigan, so going up actually into the state of Michigan, into areas like St. Joe. They got some real neat beaches there. You can check those out. In Chicago, we often
Lakeshore.
We often can't say enough about that city
yeah.
in general anyway. But from Oak Street Beach all the way up to North Avenue Beach, just beautiful. It's really great stuff. And for whatever reason, you don't have the same issues with the water there. But there's not. You don't have Homer Simpson and the glow stick of destiny there.
Right.
On that side of the lake. I would say South Beach in Miami, amazing. I would also say Venice Beach, although it can get kind of spooky. You have a lot of individuals there that partake in the drugs, as it were. Some homeless folk, wide range people. So if you're sensitive to that, that beach, going up to like Santa Monica Pier and all that, kind of neat. Could be spooky for you. Me, I don't give a shit, but you might. But it's still beautiful. It's gorgeous. The Pacific Ocean's amazing. So I do kind of like that. Let me see if there's any others that I can think of off the top of my head. Probably. Oh, where I used to live. I lived there for a year. It's Fort Myers Beach. It was like 20 minutes from my house. And the beach is beautiful. And obviously there was a hurricane that blew that entire place out. I believe, from what I've heard, they're like half to 2/3 rebuilt. So hopefully that's going well for them. And but that beach is beautiful. It's a gorgeous beach. And the thing I like about the beach, and I understand Aiden's comments about the beach, like just getting sandy and just that whole feeling. You have to go to the beach to go to the beach bars. And I love I love a good beach bar where you got the
tiki drinks.
The tiki drinks and the breeze is blowing in off the water.
And those can get you fucked up too.
Oh, dude. Well, that's the thing. It's like you don't want to get because I've done this. You don't want to get too buzzed. Panama City Beach is good too. You don't want to get too buzzed and then start venturing out in the middle of a sunny day. You forget to put your sunscreen on.
Get dehydrated.
I got so sunburned on my legs one time. This was in Panama City Beach with my buddy Andy. They were purple. I kid you not. They weren't like super bright red, like, oh, ouchie, these got burnt. They were purple.
Yowza.
It cost me a day. Because I was just like, I told Andy, because we met these girls from Penn State, of course. So one of them that he was hooking up with, what was her name? She was so nice. Can't remember her name. Doesn't matter, I guess, for the whole point of the story. Anyway, I was like, yeah, you just go out and have fun with them today. I am literally going to sit here and keep going to the ice machine and just get bags of ice and just put my legs on them.
Yeah.
And then by the evening, I was at least able to put a pair of pants on and with some aloe and stuff and just go to the bar or whatever. But it cost me a day. So you have to be careful, man. Just while you're sober, lather up. Lather up first. Or just wait till the late afternoon, early evening to start having fun. I was going to
say, the only, should I be a beach bum, like this lovely questioner is?
Yeah.
I would almost want to be nocturnal.
For sure.
You sleep through the brightest, most UV harsh part of the day, and you get to enjoy sunset and sunrise.
Exactly. Yep.
Definitely not healthy for your circadian rhythm. But it's healthy for my skin that I don't become red in 10 minutes.
Nah, that's fine. I don't need that Cascadian rhythm stuff anyway. So that's
Cascadian rhythm.
That's fine. It's all good.
Haven't listened to that type of jazz before.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all fine. Doesn't matter. I don't sleep. All right. The final Carpe DM is from our friend at Stoner Stanley 420.
Our guy.
Hello, Momo and Alan. I have a question.
All right.
Do you know what it is? So that apparently is the question. Anyway,
okay.
I forget things in times. I have the question and then it goes away. Oh, wait. No, that's not it.
Okay. Is he asking us what the question is?
I guess.
Brother, I think Homeboy needs a little tolerance break if he's becoming this forgetful. I can't imagine Stan is much older than 30.
Right.
So, gosh, man, do we know what? I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, Stan.
I don't.
I'm not your guy.
I don't. I think he's mid-30s, but he looks 50. I mean,
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We still haven't met Stan, and I'm fine with that. I will say I'm fine with that. But sometimes I wonder what strain he's got, so I know.
What to avoid?
That ain't it. Right.
Right, exactly. I mean, Homeboy, the one day he was lost, wanted us to find him.
Yeah, and he was hiding in the tree from a bear? That was
from ice, wasn't it?
That was the next week. I thought it was from a bear.
Oh, was it? It could have been a bear.
It could have been, yeah, you could have been right. Yeah. I don't remember.
Maybe we've been hanging out with Stoner Stanley.
And we don't remember it because of the strain. Oh.
See? Oh, man.
It's that amnesia kush.
Stanley, you're killing us here, buddy. All right, that's it for me. Aiden, what do you got for your DMs?
I got one here from our boy, Evil Genie. Always asking the tough questions here. I'll grant you $1 million, but to get it, you have to spend 400 days in jail. Do you take it?
Ooh.
$1 million. Now, to be fair, I won't make $1 million in the next 2 decades. Okay. So, to get it after 400 days would be pretty nice.
Sure.
But do I want to sacrifice 14 months of my life?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, 400 days is a lot.
It's a lot of time. And honestly, I think it's a no from me. I mean, that's too big a sacrifice. Freedom and free time and weekends and friends and family, just gone for 400 days. I don't think I would be mentally well enough coming out to enjoy the $1 million I just earned.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that's a no from me.
I'm on the fence. Well, from the standpoint that when I come out, do I have a record?
That is a good question, right?
Because the $1 million's not going to be enough.
It's not enough to retire now.
It's not enough to retire now. I'm close where I could probably stretch $1 million over the course of 10 or 15 years, and that would probably be enough. But, do I have a record?
Right.
If I can work again when I come out, that's a different story, because now I'm not spending all the $1 million.
That's true.
And now it will last the rest of my life. So it makes a big difference. So if there's nothing associated with, having a record or anything, I think I'd probably do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dating anyone, so there's nothing like that. I don't own a home. So I think it would be very easy for me to do that and then come out.
Yeah.
Because then I could use that money, then I could buy the home, and I, could get a car again.
Freedom,
and
yeah.
So, yeah, I think maybe I would think about it.
Yeah, consider it.
I definitely
would. Got a DM here from Crippy Grew.
Correct.
If you had $1,000 to put towards one of your hobbies, how would you best spend it?
How much?
$1,000.
$1,000 for my hobby?
Yeah. It depends, because I'm thinking from a content creation standpoint, $1,000 can go a fair bit. It can get you a couple computer parts if you need an upgrade. Could get you a nicer looking kind of mid-tier camera, although some of the expensive ones are really expensive. You could do LED lighting and foam pads and everything you might need. And that would be a good way to spend $1,000.
Oh, sure.
I really like cars. I like the idea of having a project car, and I've always dreamt, if I stumbled upon stupid money, of just making my old Camry into just the sleeper car.
Oh, ha.
Engine swapping it with some turbocharged V8. But $1,000 does not go far in cars or vehicles. So that doesn't even really apply. Could get you a new set of tires, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Some rims.
I think I would, since really the only hobby now I have, I write for a magazine, so there's really nothing the $1,000 is going to do for me that I don't already have.
I guess it could buy you a week off.
I need a week off, maybe.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of would be from the podcast side of things, maybe a fancy little GoPro kind of thing. Maybe that, upgrade some microphone stuff, maybe software ability to create different things. So probably do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that.
Take that to the next level. Maybe hire a marketer, social media person
there you go.
To kind of take that next step, as it were.
Yes. Yeah, put that into marketing would be huge.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
The final DM I received here from Bunky Gumbo. What tips would you give to a newer driver?
Ooh.
I would say use your turn signal. It's something a lot of people fail to do, especially on interstates in the Chicagoland area. You will get cut off, and if you're not cutting people off, you will be cut off. I would say, and this is specifically coming from someone that drives a semi-truck, a tractor trailer.
Yeah.
Large vehicles take wider turns than you will ever think they need to.
Ah.
Than you will ever think they need to. If it seems like it's not your turn to go, and you're at a stop sign or something, and you're waiting on a truck, the truck's probably waiting on you.
Yeah.
So I would just say, whatever you think room you're giving a truck is probably not enough.
Probably not enough.
Probably not enough. And at least most of the people I know, I can't speak for every CDL holder out there, because I know they're just shitty drivers no matter what profession. Most of the time, trucks don't want to cut you off.
Right.
But if we have to fit in somewhere, we have to fit in somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you're driving 60, 65 feet of vehicle, it's going to be tough. So just have a little patience. It's better to be predictable than it is to be polite.
Yeah.
And if it's icy, drive slow.
Yeah. I was about to say, give yourself enough space. if you're on the highways, I guess general rule has always been about give yourself, from the person in front of you, especially as it pertains to trucks, give yourself 10 feet for every 10 miles an hour that you're going. So if you're going 60 miles an hour, give yourself at least 60 feet. You know, if you're right up on a truck and you guys are going 60, 70 miles an hour and some shit happens in front of that truck, number one, you're not going to see it.
You can't see it, right.
He is, and he's going to react. And if you react to his lights, it's too late.
Right.
You're going to smack him. So give yourself that space between you and a truck. I would also say, as it pertains to hitchhikers, never, ever, 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 ever pick one up. I don't care if she looks like Mother Teresa and it appears she has 5 hungry children with her. Feel sorry for her. Roll down your window as you pass. I will call someone for you and keep going. Do not pick anyone up, ever. Just don't do it. Because then you're going to end up on the news being the guy in the ditch with 8 stab marks.
Right. You wouldn't welcome a stranger into your house. Don't welcome them into your car.
Nope. Do not do it.
And it sounds harsh, but it's literally personal safety at that point.
Right. And if you ever find yourself in questionable neighborhoods, a neighborhood that you might deem unsafe, and someone taps the back of your car, keep driving.
Yeah. I didn't see it happen.
Keep driving. You do not want to stop. A lot of gangs use that to take cars.
Yeah.
Don't stop your car. Keep driving. That's all I got.
Yeah. I would say, and it's easier in cars. You specifically mentioned brake timing and distance in between vehicles. You have to pass, at least when I took my CDL test, you have to pass theory training before you can even start like driver's training. And one of the things you have to do is you have to count the car in front of you when it passes some kind of landmark that you can time. Okay, they went under the bridge now. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4.5 seconds. Well, if you're going 45 miles an hour, sure, that's fine. But the quantity of seconds you are behind that car should be the speed you're traveling. So if you're going 70, you want a lot of distance.
You have to have a lot of distance.
Which cars you don't need. I mean, you're driving, 2 tons of car versus driving 25 tons.
25 tons.
Maybe more.
And for you, mentioning that you have a CDL and you drive trucks, it probably differs if you're going back to your hub with an empty trailer versus leaving in that morning fully loaded.
Right.
Because your weight is different. And, items could shift, anything could happen, and you have to slam on those brakes. Now, that trailer, which has momentum, is now wants to keep going, which is how things like jackknifing and other things like that happen, because that's inertia. That's just what happens. So you're going to be like, oh, shit, and you hit the brakes, and your trailer goes, let's keep going. This is good. We're fine.
Yeah. And especially if it's windy, if you feel your car like, ooh, the car's kind of moving, imagine what a huge fucking wind sail of a trailer is feeling.
Oh, my God.
If it's windy, just stay away from other cars.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Stay away from other cars.
Because a super wind, like, for example, this Sunday into Monday, we're supposed to be having a winter storm. And it's only November, so F you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks. But it's supposed to be whiteout conditions, blizzard conditions, 35 to 50 mile an hour winds. I would not want to be driving a tractor trailer during 35 to 50 mile an hour winds.
Right. If you feel unsafe to drive, put on your turn signal, get onto the shoulder, put on your hazards.
Yeah.
Wait it out. You can wait it out.
Yep.
You're within your right to do that.
Yep. And if it's a blizzard, I will say this, first-time driver, if it is a blizzard, hazardous condition, I drove through what turned out to be a tornado in Montana. When the hell does that happen? Oh, when I'm driving an empty trailer back.
Classic.
It's just the whatever. It's a story. So just know your surroundings. But like I drove safely enough. I had my hazards on. I drove in the right. Truck drivers are passing me so fast. Like these dudes must have been Ben frickin' Kenobi. And just like, these are not the droids you're looking for. It's like, I can see the road. And, dude, I could not see 10 feet in front of me. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. Maybe they travel this road every day and they know it that well. All I know is if I can't see shit, that dude can't see shit.
Right.
What is he doing? But I drove slowly enough on the right side of the road, waiting for that opportunity, and I saw the little blue sign, rest stop. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
Right.
And it was a big concrete rest stop. I'm like, oh, even better. If there is a tornado that's coming, I'm in something concrete, so it's fine. But, I couldn't. Maybe you can explain that as a truck driver. What is it with some of these truckers in hazardous situations like that just floor it? They're just like, oh, everybody else is slowing on the right. I'm just going to fly through on the left. Can they see better than we can? 'Cause
I would argue no. No, they can't see better than you can. I think that's a symptom of capitalism, where perhaps they're on a time crunch. I got to get this delivery in, otherwise I'm going to miss 30% of my paycheck. So
okay, that makes sense.
Also, you're in a steel death trap where you're safe and everyone around you isn't. Mm-hmm. That also plays into it.
Sure.
You know, it doesn't matter what happened to anyone around me. I got to fucking go.
I got to go.
Yep. So that's, I would argue, a symptom of capitalism and stupidity on the driver's part.
That might have been the most terrifying part of it. Wasn't so much not being able to see or the winds that just kept trying to push me off the side of the mountain. It was these trucks flying by me.
Right.
Because I just kept thinking, if this dude loses control a hair and sideswipes me, I'm gone.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I am gone. I'm going down hundreds of feet into a frickin' valley.
Like Final Destination type shit.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Now,
the logs fly out of the side of the trailer.
Oh, yeah. There's an explosion. The steering wheel going through my head. None of it is good. None of it would have been good, for sure. But, yeah, so that was interesting to hear, to get that from you now that you drive
not that we're trying to scare any newer drivers out there.
Just common sense.
But, yeah, common sense. Drive defensively.
Yes, please do. We're going to move on to the other foods. Now, Aiden, every week, ventures to different countries around the world and finds foods that are, well, disgusting, terrible,
perchance
smelly, foul,
stinky, yucky.
What do you got for us?
This week I have a drink, which I believe we covered on the Mark Mo radio show. I don't believe we've covered it on this podcast yet, so I wanted to bring it up. It is a drink called habushu. It's a Japanese amawari-based liqueur made on the Ryukyu Islands. Hopefully I'm pronouncing these words right. Mm-hmm. Other names for this include habu sake or snake wine.
Oh.
Snake wine. Mm-hmm. They put pit vipers, which are of course closely related to rattlesnakes, which are venomous. They put these venomous pit vipers into this wine. The main distributor of habushu uses around 5,000 of these snakes every year. The distillery uses crushed rice and koji mold to produce said wine that goes into the habushu. It's mixed with herbs and honey, giving it a clear yellow hue, and then a pit viper is inserted into the liquid until it's consumed. There are two methods of inserting this snake into the alcohol. The maker may simply choose to submerge the snake into it, sealing the bottle, thus drowning the snake in the wine.
So the snake was alive at first.
Yes. Alternatively, it gets better. The snake may be put on ice until it passes out, at which point it is gutted, bled, and sewn back up. Craziest part, the viper, when thawed, reawakens.
No.
To then quickly die from lack of fluids. Because it awakes in a state of panic, it strikes a violent pose, perishes, and then they put it in the wine.
What a messed up process.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Pretty epic, if you ask me.
Wow.
So yeah, that...
snake. I'm a slithery snake.
Slithery snake. Don't cut me up and put me in the wine. Yeah, they literally have to let it age long enough that the venom becomes non-poisonous to humans to consume.
Unfrickin' believable.
Yeah. Yucky.
Google that, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
I encourage all of you to Google that.
Go ahead.
It's nasty. There's even some where there's other things thrown in there, like scorpions, and like I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? In the off chance, shit, just throw a pufferfish in there while you're at it.
Go ahead.
Just call it gamble wine.
Yeah. Are you gonna die?
Am I gonna die? Take a swig. I'm alive. Yeah. Oh no. Good gravy. That's crazy, man. That's insane. Woo, habushu.
Habushu.
We have to drink some of that.
Hell yeah.
The side of maybe some surstrumming.
Some
or
hot Carl.
Oh, no. All right, before we hit our break, Frozen Guy review. I review different frozen meals because I'm single, so I eat a lot of them. And this week I tried Lean Cuisine Protein Kick fried chicken with mashed potatoes and corn. So yeah, I mean, there's really no ingredients that I need to read aside from the title of what it actually is. It is what it is. It's
very
like
descriptive.
These little fried chicken. It's very wordy for a title, but these little chunks of fried chicken, along with your mashed potatoes and corn. Now, the thing that I noticed, because there's gravy in there too, what I noticed was when I played by the rules, followed the instructions, the whole, you pull up the tab, you put it in, you take it out, you stir it up, you put it back in.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have to vent it. Sometimes it's just straight time, which is always helpful. But this one, there was a process to it. I followed the process. When I took it out to mix it up, there was a huge chunk of white potatoes that was not thawed yet. Although the corn and the gravy and the chicken were humming right along.
Yeah,
and I thought, all right, this is problematic. I'm like, how... Because I tried to mix it up, and I couldn't, get the corn to do, or the potatoes to do anything, because they were still partially frozen. I'm like, okay. So I just mixed everything else up, put it back in, and I'm like, well, it says to put it back in. It was like a minute and a half. I'm like, I'm going to put it in for 2.
Yeah.
Because this potatoes are still frozen. So took it out. The mashed potatoes were kind of, they didn't flow like mashed potatoes do, per se. Little bit mealy side, but I mixed it up with all the hot gravy, and I just kind of mixed it up kind of quickly, and so it just turned into this smooth potato product.
Yeah.
And then the chicken and the corn was fine. The chicken was okay, but the potatoes were really a problem. And the taste of the gravy was pretty decent. But whatever they do to make their potatoes just was not a great process in however they're doing it.
Which is troubling because, even the dried mashed potatoes you get from the store on the cheap, those still end up being pretty decent.
They do.
They're not as good as homemade mashed potatoes.
But they still get whipped and creamy.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is weird that... Why would freezing it change the starch?
It shouldn't.
Right?
It shouldn't. Because, another perfect example, too, not sponsored, but especially around the holidays... Making your own mashed potatoes is a process. If you don't have time for that, or you're just kind of cooking on your own, I'm not going to sit there and make mashed potatoes. But I'll get these little Bob Evans tubs of mashed potatoes, and they're actually really, really good. So every time I run into a situation like this, I'm like, well, why can't they just be like the Bob Evans potatoes?
Right.
Because I literally warm those up in a skillet in 20 minutes. It's like, wow, these taste like homemade mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Very troubling.
These did not.
Was this your first frozen potato entry? Did the Yellowstone have potatoes?
No.
Or
No, it did not. No, this is my 4th or 3rd?
4th, I believe.
4th. Yeah, because I've given 2 9s and an 8, and then this will be a 6.7.
Ooh, yeah.
Based on just shitty potatoes. I feel like if the potato product was better, this could have gotten into the 8s maybe. Because... chicken and corn and potatoes. How is that not? That's
sounds
like
fantastic.
The KFC bowls,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Which were always great. But yeah, I just felt like the potatoes were not good enough.
Right.
And that brought the score down.
Because the potatoes are, in fact, the meat and potatoes of the potato dish.
Yep. And I feel like my 2 lower scores, the other one was an 8, which is still a good score.
Yeah.
But the 2 lower scores were the quote-unquote healthy frozen meals.
Sure.
So I find that kind of interesting. So maybe just how they prepare them or the products that they're using to make them healthier. I don't know. But they weren't great. I do need some taste, and not to say healthy stuff tastes bad. But so far, proof is in the potatoes.
Okay. Good.
Like what I did there? That's why I got a show. Anyway, we're going to, on that note, like I said, this 6-7 is not terrible.
6-7.
And it was cheap. 6-7. Oh, shit.
You did that
God
to yourself.
Damn it.
You did that to yourself.
I did do that to
and
myself.
To be fair, I hate the meme. I think it's silly.
It's so dumb.
It's a little silly. Granted, I had some silly memes that I enjoyed when I was a teenager. But the fact that just two numbers, 6-7.
God damn it.
You totally did that to yourself.
I did that to myself.
That's crazy.
I deserve what I get. All right, we're taking a break. Goodbye. All right, we are back, everybody, and it is now time for our feature segment. You just made the list, and that basically we just come up with something we want to make a list of, and there's lots of stuff you can make lists of. So we've been keeping a lot of these in the music department lately, primarily because we're both music lovers. We really didn't have a music segment per se. So that's what we're doing, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Basically 10 through 2 till we get to our number 1. And here are the rules. If you're playing from home,
yeah,
here are the rules. Oh wait, there aren't any.
Oh, thank God.
There aren't any. Yeah, we're in the clear. We're
I
good.
was fearing I might have broke some today.
Yeah, fear of the dark is fear of the list. So
Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
my man.
fear of the list. So at any rate, this week, best alt rock albums of the 2K. So basically, year 2000. Moving forward to today, that's 25 years. A lot of albums, but we pick our top 10, or is it perhaps more?
Ruh-roh.
We're gonna hear from Aiden. Aiden, how many you got there, buddy?
I may have went a little bit over 20,
Uh-oh.
but there's no rules. First and foremost. Secondly,
Yes.
I still kept my top 10,
Okay.
which I will run my 10 through 2, but I just want to give some honorable mentions first.
That's good.
Which I think is only fair. So here are my honorable mentions that almost made the illustrious top 10. The Click by AJR, great album.
Okay.
An Awesome Wave by Alt J. Megalithic Symphony by AWOL Nation, pretty solid. Melophobia by Cage the Elephant. Torches by Foster the People. Demon Days by Gorillaz. The Boy Who Died Wolf, highly suspect. The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance.
That's a good one.
That was tough. That almost made it on the 10.
That's a good one.
Death of a Bachelor by Panic at the Disco.
Mm-hmm.
All Killer No Filler, Sum 41. And Toxicity by System of a Down, which would have made the list, but they're kind of more alt-metal than alt-rock. So I put them down there just to make sure I mentioned them regardless. Now for the top 10.
Here we go.
Number 10. Now Not Yet by Half Alive. Great album. Number 9, Paramore. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Number 8, Being So Normal by Peach Pit. Number 7, Elephant by the White Stripes.
Yeah.
Number 6, American Idiot by Green Day, which would have been higher, but they're kind of more punk.
And that was 2K, huh?
That was 2K. That was 2004, I believe.
Oh, 2004. Okay.
Yeah, would have been higher, but some people have kind of argued they're more pop punk rock than alt rock, but I still wanted to mention them. Number 5, How to Be a Human Being by Glass Animals.
Oh, god damn it.
Good album.
Yep.
Number 4, From Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy. Great album.
Yeah, that's really good.
Number 3, I had AM by Arctic Monkeys.
Yep.
And number 2, had to do it to him, Blurry Face, 21 Pilots.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay. Well, the Green Day album that Aiden had, I'm putting on my...
Gotta throw American Idiot on there.
I gotta put that, yeah. American Idiot's on there as my honorable mention. Some other of my honorable mentions, I don't have quite as many, but Royal Blood with Typhoons.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
St. Vincent, Daddy's Home is another good one. The Struts, Young and Dangerous. And 21 Pilots, Clancy. So
okay, yeah.
Those are some good ones. Into my top 10, Romance by Fontaine's DC. Not only are they Irish, but they're a really good young band. So if they're not on your radar, put them on your radar. White Stripes, White Blood Cells. Number 8, Florence and the Machine, High and Hope. Number 7, Gorillaz, Demon Days.
Nice.
Number 6, Paramore, Riot.
Oh, okay. Good.
Number 5, My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade.
Nice.
Number 4, White Stripes, Icky Thump. Number 3, Arctic Monkey, AM. 21 Pilots, Blurry Faces, my number 2.
Nice. We've got some matching number 2s and 3s there.
We do.
Pretty fantastic. Number 1, I had to do it to him, and it snuck in there.
Oh, okay.
Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park.
Oh, okay.
The year 2000 is my number 1.
Okay.
What a righteous album.
Yep.
Absolutely righteous. This is just such a great list. This is a fun list to make.
I knew you would enjoy this one
yeah.
for sure, and my show is based on a lot of this music, so
yeah,
that definitely was a lot of fun. That's a great album cover too, by the way.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Hybrid Theory, my number 1, but of course, we've got another number 1 coming up here, and let us know in the comments too. What would you put on your list?
Yeah, for sure, because we're doing a top 10 list, so. Over the course of 25 years, we're going to eliminate a lot.
Yeah. There was a lot I had to cut, and I still only cut it down to 21.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. There's no doubt about that. So mine is actually White Stripes again. As a matter of fact, let me go back up my list here.
It's your third mention of them, right?
Yeah. I had White Blood Cells number 9. I had Icky Thump number 4. And then number 1 is Elephant.
Nice.
By White Stripes.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of bangers on there. It's really great. They're a great band. I did see Jack White solo in the Riot Fest here in Chicago in Douglas Park. And I'll tell you what, I've always liked the band and thought they had good albums and the whole thing. And until sometimes you can see a band live, you just don't know.
Sure.
You just don't know. And when I saw Jack White live, my first thought was, holy shit, this guy's a rock star.
Yeah.
It just blows you away. What have I been sleeping on? Why haven't I seen him? Or when he was with Meg,
sure.
Why haven't I seen them? This is absurd. Because they just killed it.
That's awesome.
They just killed it. By the way, Riot Fest, don't put All Time Low in the same time as Jack White. That was just rude as fuck, dude. Don't do that.
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
We say.
That is a fumble, for sure. Because I just split it. I I felt like a parent of divorce. I had to split time.
Custody.
I really did.
I'm sorry, Jack White. I still love you, but I want to hear ATL.
Yeah, so don't ever do that again. I'm planning on doing Riot Fest again in 26, which this is interesting. So, on a side note, Riot Fest is going to be in September. 18th, 19th, 20th, something along those lines. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of perfect length for a show like that. And Iron Maiden is going on tour. They play that following Tuesday.
Interessante.
So it could be epic.
It could be a 5-day rager.
So it really could. That's kind of what I'm thinking is when because I'm looking for work if you want to hire me.
Give this man money.
Good God. After all this time, Jesus Christ. Anyway, once I do start working again, I'll let them know. I think I'm just going to plan that right off jump, a Friday to Friday. Just I'll be yep, I'm going to be out that week and just plan on spending time in Chicago and just doing that whole thing that week. I think that would probably...
That'd be solid.
That would be solid. That would be as staycations goes... I think that.
Oh yeah,
that's about as good as you can get.
S tier.
Yeah, S tier for sure, no doubt. So that's the plan. So looking forward to that. At any rate, let's go down the rabbit hole, the Reddit rabbit hole. I think I flipped that earlier in the show. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Anyway, Aiden, what did you find down said rabbit hole this week?
Down said rabbit hole, I found kind of a continuation. I think I brought this up a little bit in a previous one, but I really want to hammer it home.
Oh, okay.
Because it kind of correlated a little bit with our opening dialogue and just how dire and drab things all seem. And, of course, how working people are kind of always fucked, at least over the last 5 decades.
Very true.
Although that's kind of a closed-minded thing to say because Black Americans and kind of any minority in America. They've been fucked since day one. Regardless, I wanted to talk more about fertility rates because it's down everywhere. It's down everywhere. I talked a little bit about the U.S. and now the fertility rates in Europe is something I want to bring up, which they're all low. I'll show the map to Mark Moe, and it's color-coded. So,
oh boy,
red and yellow mean below replacement rate, and green means near or at replacement rate. Everywhere in Europe is red or yellow.
Oh my gosh. It is.
Yeah, so for a species to continue, like, hold its population steady, the replacement rate, or how many children a person should have to continue said replacement rate, should be 2 or 2.1. Let's start with Ireland, where our ancestors came from, 1.47.
Okay.
And that's already in a country whose population never recovered from the famine and the wars.
That's very true.
Yep. 1.47. In Spain, 1.12.
Oh my gosh.
1.1. Every parent/parents are having 1.1 child. Yeah, it's looking terrible. Ukraine, 1.0. And these are numbers from 2024. So this is before things really got...
The war really got
horrible.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, horrible. Germany, 1.36. France, 1.63. Most of the Nordic and Scandinavian nations are about 1.3.
Holy cow.
Russia's 1.4. There is one nation, I think it's Kosovo, 1.9. That is the highest in Europe of these 2024 statistics. Next up, let's look at China. And I know China had for a while. Yeah, I know, right? Had for a while the some kind of statute where you could only birth one son or like one child thing. I don't think that exists anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But those symptoms of said ruling or law still kind of stick around. There are provinces in China that are as low as 0.52.
Holy cow.
0.52. Some of the more populous provinces are at 0.8, 0.9, 1.08. In the West, the western provinces where they're much less populated in concentration are like 1.38, 1.78. But the entire eastern half of China, where most of the population is, it's all 1.1, 1.16, 0.9. And then we look at some of the most populous nations on Earth. And this goes back to, let's start at 1970.
Ooh, okay.
The world average in 1970 fertility rate, 4.8. 4.8. So you're talking,
wow.
This is still on the upswing, right?
Yeah.
Of post-World War II baby boom kind of stuff. So 4.8 was the world average, where there were countries that kind of carried. Nigeria and Ethiopia both had 6.8 and 7.3 respectively.
Right.
In the U.S., 2.5. India, 5.6. Russia was 2.0. And then we skip to today, where the world average is 2.2. So we're at the plateau.
We are.
We're at the plateau. These numbers are accurate as of 2023. We're at the plateau, 2.2. And even the countries where population was booming over the last couple decades have started to trend towards plateau. Nigeria fell from 6.5 to 4.5. Pakistan fell from 6.8 to 3.6.
That's big.
China, of course, fell from 6.1 to 1.0 average. The United States fell from 2.5 to 1.6. Brazil fell from 4.9 to 1.6. India from 5.6 to 2.0. And the reason I bring these up is because those are symptoms of capitalism and how dog shit it is for working people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No, sure. There are people out there that don't want to have children. They don't want to have big families. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. But when you add in late-stage capitalism to the mix, people cannot afford to have children.
Correct.
It takes $750,000 about to raise a child to the age of 20.
That's unreal.
Who makes that but has that amount of free money to spend on another human being?
No one.
No one.
No one.
It is impossible to raise a child.
Yep.
Because you need two working parents, both of whom make really great wages.
Yeah.
In order to get by having a kid.
Yes. Which is why any middle class or even lower class person, people work at Target, people that work at
service jobs,
White Castle,
yeah.
Bartenders, servers, cashiers, just name it, right down the list. They have to face the fact that number one, if they decide to get married, number two, they're going to struggle mightily if they have more than one child.
Right.
They'll struggle mightily.
Yes, especially where welfare and social assistance, it's looking like it's out the window, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like it's gone.
So it's going to make it tougher.
Right. And you've got all these billionaire cunt bags like, oh, make more babies. I don't know why people aren't there having more kids. Brother, I know you cunts are detached from reality, but that is really detached from reality.
That's really detached. You're
sitting
on billions, and
you just want more wage slaves.
That's it.
That's all it is.
And that should, but for those individuals, those billionaires, multimillionaires that have these big corporations, and sitting there and being like, wow, I'm really concerned for the next 20 years because I'm not sure where we're going to get a workforce. That is a good reality for you, because guess what us Gen Xers are going to do in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years? We're retired, my guy.
Right.
We're done. So now you got to rely on these other generations that are much smaller. Because you guys made them that way.
Right.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's why, in my opinion, AI is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Mm-hmm. Is because they're trying to replace the workforces that they caused to be small.
Yes, correct. Yep.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's why I wanted to bring up those numbers, because I knew it's all intertwined.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad you did. That was really good. Why don't we find out what happened while we were sleeping? We do this every week. Aiden will look at he'll look at video games, he'll look at TV shows, YouTubers, you name it, anything in media that maybe we just kind of slept on. But you know who didn't sleep on it? No. Aiden didn't.
My man right here. Today?
What did we miss, dude?
While you were sleeping, you've been sleeping on a fantastic YouTuber. Ooh. That's what I'm bringing up today.
Okay.
This man right here, Hank Green.
Hank Green.
My man. William Henry Green II. He goes by Hank Green, though. It's a more palatable name.
Yeah, that's good, because for a minute I thought he went to the Gatsby party.
Yeah, right. American entrepreneur, author, science communicator, and YouTuber. Best known for hosting the educational channels SciShow, Crash Course. He's got a channel he co-owns with his brother called Vlog Brothers, which is kind of fun. Super highly intelligent, very personable, seems fantastic at teaching, and you know me, I love knowledge. I love learning.
I know you do.
This guy knows how to present it. He's a fantastic watch. He Homeboy beat cancer.
Oh, really?
Homeboy beat cancer, and he was still uploading YouTube videos all through it, like detailing the processes and like really humanizing what it is, what it means to have this. But some of his most recent uploads, which are fantastic, he covered. He's got a video titled "The Genius of the Louvre Heist." Did you hear about that?
I've heard of the Louvre heist.
They robbed the Louvre. So
yes, I have.
Yeah, he covered that. He's got videos, government by the few for the fewer. So he's not only scientifically intelligent, but socially aware, socially woke about the crazy shit going on. He's covered AI a handful of times.
Yeah.
And how disturbing it seems and alarming it is. So he is a fantastic watch. If you are at all remotely interested in just like really enthusiastic and fun to watch edu-tainment YouTubers. Hank Green. Hank Green is a fantastic one.
Hank Green. Awesome. I will definitely check it out because I love stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So I will definitely. That's why this dude does this segment, ladies and gentlemen, because that
I catch what happens while y'all are sleeping.
We talked about you guys smartening up. We're all going to smart up. 2026, smarten up. That's the logo.
Get smartened.
Or the tagline, if as it were. That's it. We're going to smarten up, and we're going to listen to this YouTuber for
Damn
sure.
right.
Hell yeah. Good call on that. Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back because it's about time to drink some beer.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Alrighty, we are in the home stretch, and that means it is time for the Mark Moe Show Beer Review. And yeah, in case you're wondering, this is the Mark Moe Show. I'm your host, Mark Maloney, along with Aiden Maloney, and we get to drink beer, and that makes us happy.
It's fantastic. The official beer review.
Yeah, just remember, alcohol is a solution. Anyway.
Chemists agree.
Chemists agree with me 100%. And we're now on to the Big Juicy Beer Hug. Care to tell our fine folks about this wonderful concoction?
Are you talking about the concoction called the Big Juicy Beer Hug?
Indeed I am.
Oh my goodness. Well, it is.
Sounds wonderful.
It sounds wonderful. It is an Imperial IPA from Goose Island Beer Company.
We love Goose Island. Chicago, let's go.
Macro Brewery out of Chicago, Illinois. They say on the can it's full of sunshine and tropical sweetness. We'll be the judge of that.
We will be the judge of that.
It is 9.9% alcohol by volume.
Oh, buddy.
Which is supaishi for a cerveza, if you will.
I would agree.
Which was both Japanese and Spanish.
That was impressive.
I didn't intend for that to happen, but it did.
If they ever need someone to speak on beer at the UN, I think they should tap you for it.
Yeah, that is my forte. Because I know many English words and then a couple of other languages words.
You do?
Just like a handful.
Yeah.
A useful handful. We will be ranking this beer on a scale of 0 to 5 using the Untapped app, which you can get on your phone for free. We're not sponsored, but we do like it because it is free. And you can rank beers, and it's kind of like the Foursquare of brewskis.
It really is.
If anyone remembers the Foursquare days.
I definitely remember the Foursquare days, and it is you're doing the Lord's work essentially. Because as we go out and we go to bars and maybe some are a little swank, maybe not.
Sure.
Some just could be dive bars, but a lot of times you run into oh my God, what's that? Or you see a beer list I've not heard of that one before. You pull up this handy little app, and then it lets you know kind of what the ranking is, what people are saying about it, and then it's just up to you to be wow, it kind of looks like ass. Maybe I'll avoid it.
Right.
Or, I am intrigued.
Curious.
My palate says yes.
Quite.
Indeed.
Indeed. So ranking on a scale from 0 to 5, we're drinking it out of a can, and we'll give you some flavor notes as we go along.
Flavor Flav.
And of course, let us know in the comments what you're enjoying today. A sluncha.
Sluncha to you, sir.
That is pretty damn smooth.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is pretty damn smooth.
As many folks know, especially folks who listen to this show and our beer reviews, IPAs are typically not my first choice, but that doesn't matter because we're here to do a job.
Right.
And this is lovely.
That is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super hoppy, even for being an Imperial IPA.
Mm-mm.
It is not super hoppy. I would say the sweetness. It's not overly sweet, but there is sweetness. Getting notes of guava, maybe a touch of pineapple, really guava papaya, kind of tropical fruits.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Fair sweetness to it. Super smooth, very crisp.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's definitely crisp. You don't get a lot of that bite that you get in most of your IPAs.
No.
A little bit, but not to where if you're just your average beer drinker, where that's going to dissuade you from having this. It's a really enjoyable beer. Nice finish.
Yeah, it's not, especially the IPA haters out there. This, just because it says IPA on it doesn't mean it tastes like pine and it's super citra hop going on.
Right.
you got to expand your horizon some. And I think those individuals who may like the taste of guava and papaya and tropical sweetness, this could be you even if you're not an IPA fan. I'm an IPA fan and I fuck with this. This is great.
Yeah, that is really good. I'm enjoying it. I don't know about juicy.
Yeah, we're looking at the flavor
it says
profile.
Big juicy.
Yeah, on the app, it gives 5 examples of commonly selected flavor profile notes, and we usually go through and agree or disagree, maybe add some of our own. The suggested flavor profile notes are juicy, tropical, smooth, boozy, and light-bodied. I'll give it smooth.
Yes, for sure.
I'll give it tropical.
I did that as well.
I'll add guava
Ooh.
to the mix.
Okay.
I'll add crisp. I'm not sure if I agree with light-bodied.
No,
because
I don't agree with that.
It is flavorful.
Yeah.
Juicy, I don't know.
I think I'm just going with tropical and smooth. I don't know what else to do. I know you put guava, but as you were naming like some of the fruits, I'm not a fruit guy. So beyond like apples,
the common ones, yeah.
Beyond apples, oranges, and bananas and cherries, you got me.
Yeah.
So it's just like, this really has more of a passion fruit profile to it. I'd be like, yep, that's it.
You got it.
You got it. You nailed it. I am not well versed in my fruit knowledge, so. But yeah, I guess I've had papaya before, like papaya pills, so I do pick that up for sure.
Yeah,
So that one I can't say.
I enjoy this. I'll give it flavor profile of crisp, guava, tropical, and smooth. I'm going high. I'm going 4.0 on 5.
Ooh, that is high for you, my guy.
That is high. I really enjoy this. It's right up my alley. Very, very good.
Man, I mean, you're the IPA guy, so that does speak a lot, and I did enjoy it for sure. I gave it 3.5. But once again, for anybody who knows me, I'm not an IPA guy, so 3.5 is actually high for me.
Right.
For that particular big, juicy beer hug.
A big, juicy beer hug.
Indeed it is.
The beer hugs you back.
Yep, and you probably can find that, at least in the Chicago area, most of your liquor stores. Trying to describe the can a little bit. It's like a yellow can, and it's got this purplish bear with these big orange sunglasses.
Big sunglasses. Big
kinda
sunnies on
awesome.
them. Yeah.
The Goose Island logo will be on there. It says full of sunshine and tropical sweetness.
Not sponsored, but
Not sponsored.
it's a good beer.
It is a good beer. 9.9%. Big juicy beer hug.
Big, juicy beer hug.
I love it.
I do like it.
Well, thank you for that, Goose Island Brewery. We did like it very much.
Much enjoyed.
Mm-hmm, for certain. So that takes us to the world of weird news. We didn't quite get to it last week, but we're getting to it this week. And Aiden, why don't you kick us off, man?
Well, I found an interesting one.
Ooh.
This is the bowel movement bandit.
Oh, no.
Yes, and this is a Wikipedia article. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like you can find it on news stories, but I found the Wikipedia article for it. The bowel movement bandit, also known as the Ohio pooping bandit,
Oh, no.
is the alias of an unidentified man in the Kenmore neighborhood of Akron, Ohio, who repeatedly defecated through the sunroofs of random people's cars from 2012 to 2015.
That's a long stretch.
It has been speculated his name is Richie, based on a Hot Topic membership card found at the scene of the crime.
Oh, my God.
In total, the criminal defecated on at least 19 parked cars in driveways. The criminal only stopped his public defecation spree after a photo of his face was captured by a hidden camera and released to the public.
Of him dropping the deuce?
Of him dropping one.
Oh, no.
He is... Some more aliases. He's also known as the Kenmore Pooper. Starting in May 2012, residents of the Kenmore neighborhood in Akron, Ohio, found feces on or in their cars.
Oh.
If their cars were locked, the perpetrator would defecate on the hood, windshield, gas tank, covering, mirrors, windows, or handles of the car.
Come on, guy.
However, the cars were unlocked, the perpetrator would defecate on the interior of the car. In total, at least 19 reported finding fecal matter on their car. But the lieutenant of the local police force believes there are indeed more victims.
Oh, no.
On March 10th, 2015, the face of the perpetrator, of course, was caught on that hidden camera, set up by the father of a woman whose car was targeted by the perpetrator 7 times.
Oh, gosh.
7 times she had her car shitted on.
Oh, no.
The photo of the perpetrator was released to the public by the Akron Beacon Journal on March 11th, 2015. The estimator was estimated to be in his mid-40s when the photo was taken. And you can actually look through a full list of the incidents where this had happened on Wikipedia. They list every car type and when it happened, when it was reported. It is insane.
Oh,
and
no.
as far as I know, as far as I've read, this person has never been found.
Oh, you're kidding.
The Ohio pooper was never found.
The Ohio pooper is at large.
The bowel movement bandit is still at large.
Still at large. And so are his poops.
So are his poops.
Oh, no.
So no more cars since 2015 that we know of.
That we know of.
But that man is still out there.
He's a serial pooper.
That dude could be like that man could be a father. He could be like a local at your dive bar in Akron.
He could be.
And you'd never know he's the pooper.
You would never know.
If you spot him at Hot Topic, though.
Right.
If you're
really got to do that.
If you're Hot Topic, you have to jump on that and be like, "Pooper was here."
Pooper was
like
here.
on a T-shirt.
Yeah, home of the pooper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got to play into it, make some money on that. That would be the capitalist thing.
Exactly. The bowel movement bandit was the weirdest piece of news I've found.
Hilarious.
Maybe this season even.
Yeah, that is something. Well, I know for mine, I just, we're just going to lean right into that title of this article. Toothpaste made with hair naturally repairs tooth enamel, scientists discover. Scientists at King's College London discovered keratin, a protein found in hair, skin, and wool that is often used in reparative shampoos can also help with teeth.
Oh.
We think this is a game changer, an industry mover, to introduce keratin as an actual product within our daily use to protect and heal your tooth enamel without even realizing. Dr. Sharif El-Shwarkawi.
Now that's a name.
And I think I got it. I think I nailed it.
You nailed it.
From King's Faculty of Dentistry, Oral, and Craniofacial, you're welcome, Sciences, told Sky News.
Put your hair in your teeth.
Put your hair in your teeth. Come on. That's it. You went to the barber, just chew on that shit. If you have a micro crack or a very... I've done some micro crack. Or a very small defect, it would heal itself without you even realizing.
Wow.
Many tooth problems come from damaged enamel, which does not regenerate once it's lost. It's gone forever.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. When the keratin mixes with the minerals in saliva, it produces a protective coating to mimic the structure and function of natural enamel.
That's fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Fluoride, I love science. Fluoride toothpastes and fluoride added to drinking water are currently relied on to slow enamel erosion.
Right.
But keratin-based treatments were found to stop it completely.
That's nuts.
Keratin offers a transformative alternative to current dental treatments, said Sarah Gamia, PhD researcher at King's College London, and first author of the study.
Damn.
The treatment could be through a daily toothpaste or as a professionally applied gel, similar to nail varnish in more extreme cases.
Ooh.
I know.
Do you imagine your breath smelling like fucking keratin varnish?
Ah, no.
Oh, no.
That might be bad. It could be made available for the public in 2 to 3 years, according to the scientists.
That's not far off.
It really isn't. And is seen as a more environmentally friendly alternative to traditional dental restoration. The test's products developed at King's College were made from wool, but in the future, Dr. El-Sharkawi you're welcome, said people could even collect their own hair to extract keratin.
That's crazy.
However, for the moment, the King's team is going with sheep's wool because it's highly abundant and it's a bio-waste. It's sustainable, and it's good for the farmers.
I see that as a win-win.
That's a win-win, is it not? The toothpaste will look and feel just like standard fluoride paste, with a minty flavor and foaming texture, but instead contain enough keratin for daily use.
Damn.
The aim is that we want... That's a two-face.
Hey, yeah, okay.
I see what they did there. The aim is that we want this to be affordable and to reach the public.
That's always the goal.
Said Dr. El Sharkawi.
He's got shark in his name.
He's got shark in his name. That's my guy. We don't think this is going to be a premium product. We would like everyone to be able to access it.
My man.
How great is that?
My man.
Leave it to scientists
I was just
from another country to be like, oh, this is an amazing finding. It's really going to help people's teeth. We want everybody to access this. How about that shit?
Here's a genuine betterment for humanity. Let's make sure anyone can get this.
How about that?
Wow, it's almost like there are good people out there, and then capitalists come along and be like, no.
What are you doing?
Think of the shareholders.
Think of the shareholders. It's always about the shareholders.
And you know it's a good scientific journal because they did not mention a product name one time.
Nope. I did.
Yeah, you did. That was a bit, though.
I did.
That was a good bit, though.
But that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. King's College in London. God bless.
Let's keep our eyes on that.
God bless.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
So what
I thought it was just weird enough to put on there.
Yeah. What I'm gathering is chew your hair.
Chew your
hair.
Go to the barber and then be like, can I have
Wait,
that?
were you going to finish that?
Were you
like all the hair in the dustpan? You going to finish that?
Yeah. Here, I have this little freezer bag. Could you just put that in there for me?
Just throw it in the Tupperware.
Oh,
I need lunch anyway.
What are you doing with that? Oh, I'm going to chew on that shit.
Think of my enamel there, barber.
Don't judge me. That enamel's going to be popping, my guy. All right, that's enough for this week on the Mark Moe Show. You can access it all podcast platforms and YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out Aiden Spelled the Right Way. That's Aiden's gaming channel. Also, After Hours, which is my radio show. Alt rock and Celtic punk. Get a lot of that. And our collab channel, which is AK219 Guys Being Dudes. We do some fun collab kind of stuff on there. And that's about it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Be great. And you want to close with anything?
Chew your hair.
Chew your hair. We out.